Hey everybody, I'm Joey Evans, and today I'm taking a look at the game Message in a Bottle. This kind of seems like a party-style game, but it really uses dice, it's a wordplay, it's got the message in a bottle, which honestly, let's be honest, all of us have always wanted to stick a message in a bottle and throw it in the ocean. You do not do that in this game. It is very sad. But the game does involve a lot of words, and how well you know words. How well do you know? I don't know. Let's go ahead and see how it's played and see what we thought about it. Okay, we are set up to play the game Message in a Bottle here. Message in a Bottle is a simple kind of party-style game. And first off, this is set up. You've got all these diamonds in the middle. These will be victory points at the end. And everyone gets 1 diamond to start off with. And the game ends when someone gets 8 diamonds. So how do you get diamonds? Well, it's very simple. You put these 4-letter dice into the bottle that's provided, and you're going to shake this up, and the first person to name a word that contains all 4 of these letters gets a diamond. For example, right here, there's shook up, drop down. And first person to say a word like taken. Taken, well, they say taken, they go ahead and get a diamond. Now, if 2 people say the word at the same time, the person with the shorter word gets the diamond. And you also can't use proper nouns or abbreviations or things like that too. Other rules are you can't use the same word twice in one round, just in case these letters do happen to come up again. And also there's something interesting like, what if these come up and there's no word? Well, if you're the first person to say no word, then all the other players have 10 seconds to come up with a word that actually does fit to kind of prove you wrong. And if they do, you lose a diamond. But if they can't come up with a word in 10 seconds, then you get a diamond. And that is it, and that you keep going until someone gets 8 of these diamonds, and at that point, that person wins. Okay, there's one other game mode here that uses the effect die. This is the effect die right here, and that will go in there as well. And here's what it is going to do. I'm going to show you what these effects do. Let's see if I can get the camera to focus on this. This is going to be rolled inside the bottle as well, and it kind of adds a variety... some difficulty, I guess. So this one right here, this one means that the first person to put their hand on the bottle and then name one word that starts with each of these letters. It doesn't contain all of them, but it starts with each of these letters. Like you could do sand, kite, and you keep going through. The first person to do that and name all 4 then gets a diamond. Over here, this one you have to use a word that has the yellow letter in it, but does not have the other letters. And that's pretty difficult, I'll tell you that. And then this one right here, this one's interesting here. This one, when you shake it up, you've got to, let's do this right here. You've got to use all the letters again, but the letter right here closer to the neck of the bottle has to be the first letter in the word, and the letter towards the end has to be the last letter of the word. So when you do this, it could be land. It doesn't not have to use all the letters in the middle because that would be pretty impossible most of the time. But you just have to have the first letter here and the last letter here. And that is this symbol right here. So all this does here is it is going to be inside of there as you shake it. Right there, if that shows up, no effect. You play the game as normal. And there's a couple of other game modes in there, party mode, things like that add a little bit of variety to this. But pretty much that is how you play Message in a Bottle. Let's sit in the back and see what we thought about it. Okay, so first off, let me start off by the packaging, and this is very cute. The packaging, it comes just like this. There we go. Message in a bottle, but when it sits there, it is just that sitting on your shelf. Which, honestly, normally I hate weird boxes, but this one, it just works. The instructions, however, this is it. Right here, a front, and really you just need the front. The front tells you how to play the basic game. And then the bottom and the back show you some variations, party modes, things like that. And they're very small variations about it. So, what do I think about the game? First off, let's start off with some pros that I've got. The big pros are, like you can tell by the instructions, it's very quick. It's quick to play. It's quick to learn. You pretty much show people, here's what you do, and they got it. So that makes it kind of the perfect filler activity or game. Like if you're waiting to start another game, somebody has to go, they're eating, whatever. Here's the thing with our game nights. Normally, we always have food at the game nights, so we're ready to play a game, and then people will eat before we play the next game. There's always people that just eat quickly. They don't want to eat. They ate before they came, so they're just sitting around staring at each other. So games like this, they fill that perfect 10 or 15 minute niche that people are just waiting around. So games like this are great, so it does fit that. It's also very open to house rules. Like I said on there, you are choosing different words with those letters. But what's cool is to then give twice as many points if the words fit a theme. For example, if you're doing a Halloween game, you're like, look, you get 1 point for a word, 2 points if it's a Halloween word. Which is pretty funny because people will think of that one word and they'll wait to double up those points and try to get a Halloween word or a movie or whatever, right? So that's big too. Again, simple rules. Now there are some cons on this. First off, any game of this type, you are going to immediately lose people. What does that mean? Well, 2 things on this are going to lose people. Number 1, it is a word game. So some people, you say that and they are just out. Then 2, it is a speed game. Some people like to be able to think a bit more. They don't want that pressure of a time limit on there. So you're going to lose those people. So those are 2 types of people you're going to lose right off the bat. Right out of the gate, two types of people, gone. But again, it's a simple game, and sometimes those people enjoy watching it as much as playing it. Because it is one of those things that you will watch and you'll enjoy everybody else doing it. So know that going in. Also, it's a cool idea to have these dice in the bottle. And I was like, that's pretty cool. You don't just roll them, you just shake it and throw it down. It's a cool idea, right? There is a problem that it is a little bit more difficult to see the dice. Because when you're looking straight down at it, it's easy to see, but when you are seated at a table and they're out like this, it is a bit more difficult to see. What we've started to do is just take them out of the bottle and then just roll them normally. Now, I will say some people like the added kind of, I guess, difficulty or oddness of having them be a bit harder to see. So again, you have to kind of strain your neck and all that. For us, it was easier to take them out of the bottle and roll them, all that. So anyway, that's going to be something going in. It's not as, I don't think the reality is as good as you would think it is. The effect die is fine. I think it's very difficult to do that whole like first and last word. It adds some variety. We use it sometimes, not a lot. Another thing, could be a negative or a positive. This I kind of put with telestrations and some games like that. This is more of an activity than a game. This one probably, scoring is more important, but it is an activity because it'll probably be, if you do it in the middle, that filler waiting for the other game, then you're probably going to get to about 5 or 6 points. They're going to be ready to play the game and you're just going to call it. That being said, it's fine. It's fun. It's a good way to kind of fill that gap rather than sitting there staring at each other. So where am I coming down on this? Well, I'm coming down at a 6 because it's at its core, it's a word game. Like I guess there's a game called Wordy I don't play or whatever. They said that's similar to that. But that's what it is. You're just trying to choose a word. It's lower than a 7 because I know you're going to lose some people. Some people will not be excited about that kind of game. But I like it. I think this is going to be small enough. It's weird. This is probably going to be sitting in my game room, sitting up there, because I have a lot of times where we're waiting to play that meteor game. And you can grab this, pull it out. And again, the other game can be set up at the table and you can just grab this. If you want to look through the bottle, you don't take much out except for the little stones for points and roll it, drop it down, and there you go, you say your word. So anyway, if you're looking for something very quick, a good filler, check it out. It's cute packaging. It is Message in a Bottle. All right, I'm Joey Evans, and I'll see you later on the channel.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for that video. If you haven't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hey, make sure you check out what's happening, where I'll cover an app on an iOS or a Switch device, and you can check it out along with me. Thanks very much. You've been watching The Dice Tower.